Green fields pass me by, rural sceneries, forests and lakes. I am so excited about my imminent arrival in Keidan, the small town in Lithuania where Zalman Zorev, my ancestor, was born. All along the road, farmers are working their land with their bare hands, with hoes, with primitive plows. These images seem to me as befitting Zalman Zorev's period. Time must have frozen here 200 years ago. In the car, the soundtrack of Fiddler on the Roof is playing softly and immerses me in the atmosphere of the diaspora in times gone by. Suddenly the sky goes dark and the sun disappears. As if in a dream, I see the sign keidan. The car advances swiftly past it, unaware of its significance, but my own heart skips a beat. I wish to see the town from afar before entering it. We stop the car and I take a few steps, and then the colorful houses of the old city are revealed to me from across the river. It's starting to rain and the raindrops mix with the tears in my eyes. The grey that surrounds the town only helps to enhance its special glow. From here emerged my roots, and this is where my heart brought me back. We cross the bridge and travel directly towards the Jewish quarter. From behind a bed of irises, a yellow building appears. One can immediately identify it as a synagogue. It stands abandoned, but in front of it, surprisingly, the grass is green. Stars of David decorate the gutters surrounding the old synagogue, and now suddenly the sun is smiling through them. The windows are shut and the paint on the walls is peeling, but the old synagogue still stands there erect and proud. Hagra, the Gaon of Vilnius, studied here as a young man, as did his pupils after him, and here too studied Zalman Zorev, my ancestor. Across the street I see a lane, and the sign attached to one of the derelict houses says Jews' Lane. I walk along the sad, narrow lane where most of the houses stand empty and forlorn. The strong connection to the past overwhelms me. The rain has stopped completely. Suddenly, next to one of the houses, I have a feeling that this might have been Zalman's house. Of course, I have no proof of it. But as I peep through the broken shutters, I feel his presence in that house. In a little while, I pull myself together and leave Jews' Lane. Two additional synagogues have been built in Keidan and are situated at the other end of the Jewish quarter. Beyond a vast empty square, one can see the two renovated buildings. The one on the right was already in existence at the time of Zalman Zorev, and today is used as an art school. The one on the left was built later and is now used as the town's historic museum. Here one can see a model of the town as it was in the 19th century, as well as various Jewish relics. But here I feel alienated. The Jewish spirit has left this place. From here to the old Jewish cemetery. Old tombstones, some covered in moss, most with illegible inscriptions, all bearing testimony to the broken hearts of bygone generations. And I know that somewhere in this cemetery are buried Zalman Zoref's ancestors. But Zalman himself is not buried here. And I am grateful for the fact that he left Keidan 200 years ago to go to the Holy Land. Today his descendants number more than 20,000, of which I am one. We are the lucky ones that escaped the terrible Nazi genocide. Zalman Zoref was buried in Mount Olives in Jerusalem, next to the tomb of Zechariah the prophet. But after the fall of the old city in 1948, his tomb has been destroyed by the Jordanian Legion.